third down. Rose. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Big 20. Hey, let's get that home. Right, 22.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Stafford now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Check 3, 218, jump.
Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
40 got.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 37-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Matt Patricia, he says now's the time. His guys are going to go for it on fourth. Here we go with Johnson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kerryon Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the block, motion, block. He's checking. Scan 300. Scan 300.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers to throw once more. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers again now. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, high 7.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8.
number 2. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They come out here in the I. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Come on now, let's go.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. To throw, it's Rodgers. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Here we go, D. Get on the field.
They go to Johnson again. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
21.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And adding on to their lead, the Jaguars have scored again. Well, Stafford, and the pressure gets to him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Check. 280. 40 got. 40 got. You don't want none.
Throwing here, Stafford. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it 24-13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together. Echo.
Stafford going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Cross.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half,